on every moment. And that's the weekend program. They start asking Tuesday if the food is here yet, when they're really tiny. The other ones know, of course, what day it is, but the little ones ask every day, is the food here yet? Are we getting our food? You know, they count on
It's so hard for me to believe that in Waterloo Region we have kids that don't get food.
Yeah.
It's just we have such a rich, amazing community,
Yeah.
and before meeting
people.
great, amazing people,
good
and
people.
I never thought in a million years that here in our own community we would have kids that are going without, and you know,
It's pretty monumental, actually, and it's every community. It's not just our community. That 2.7 to 2.8% of the population of children 1 to 12 years old live in severely food insecure homes, and that severely food insecure is bad because they don't have enough food to survive. So in Waterloo Region, with a present population, that's 2,860 kids. But then there's certain demographics where that will make it actually higher. So we're on the low side of what we feel is because we have a lot of new Canadians that come in.
with shelter over your head, you've got to get shoes for your feet, winter jackets.
You need to make choices.
Exactly.
So food is one of those things where you can cut back and eat food that's cheap and not very good for you. And I want to say this very clearly. This is something that's important to me. People talk about their programs and they'll say, food programs for kids, they'll say, well, kids need an education. We're feeding them so they have an education. We are not feeding the kids so they have an education. I'll say that unequivocally. That's an outcome, but that's not why we're feeding them. We don't feed them so that they can play hockey or baseball or soccer or football or any other sport. That's an outcome, but it's not why we're doing it. And we're not doing it so that they can socialize better or even be happier, really. We're doing it just so they survive, so that they stay alive. And that's our focus. We keep these kids alive, period. Well, it's hard. It's a hard reality of life is that these kids will have terrible issues if they don't have food that's good for them. And that is why we focus on it, is because we know that they're the neediest of the needy, and they need a community that cares about them. And that is the part that affects them the most, is that when they know that, and the whole family benefits from that, when they know that a community cares about them,
That's powerful.
they suddenly start to, you can see them literally elevate when they look you in the eye and they talk to you and they'll smile and they'll go to the school and they'll ask for other
You
services.
just said that's so powerful.
Well,
When
it
the
is
community
real.
cares about you, you can elevate kids.
You can elevate the whole family.
The whole family.
And
That's
they develop this knowledge that they're not alone, and that when you know you have people beside you and behind you, you can do lots of things. When you're totally alone and you feel squished down, you lose hope. You don't care.
And these kids are the future, so we need to look after them.
We need to look after them. Yeah.
Yeah, you're an angel.
No, I'm not an angel. I think all of our volunteers are angels.
I agree.
I think
Starts
that
with
they're
somebody.